I'm Iron Angel, the symbol of hope. And tonight we're going to be talking about what we want to see if Yokai Watch would be on pause in 2026 or 2027. Because we already know the Holy Horror Mansion would be like a successor to Yokai Watch, but I don't think that is the case. But to me, it most likely be like a spin-off game that will probably take place in the future that is in Yokai Watch, which would make sense. But anyway, let's talk about why Yokai Watch didn't go well in the West. It's, it was because of the toy sales. Like, I get like the whole like level 5 company has been going popular with Yokai Watch because of the toy sales. But they worried because since Yokai Watch 3 came out, they worried that the toy sales would not go up. And they did promise that Yokai Watch 4 would be localized, but it never happened. That goes the same thing with the Yokai Watch manga, which was supposed to be releasing with a like a special chapter or something, because it was said to be says that the Yokai Watch manga was supposed to be a revival, something like probably a chapter one shot or even a side chapter. But to me, I believe it would be a remake to restart the Yokai Watch franchise. That I'm going to say that with my other things we want to see. So let's get to it. So first off, let's talk about the Yokai Watch manga. So the Yokai Watch manga is like does follow like one part of the game, like how Nate ended up finding the cranky guy and ended up meeting Whisper and getting the Yokai Watch, but it went into a direction like with the humor and stuff, with the humor and the comedy. Like we do see that Bear is a bully in the manga, and also Katie is like Nate has a crush on Katie, and Eddie is just Eddie. But there are some things that many people found a little bit like let's I'll say about it. There was that one scene that Jubanya was like dressed as the Buddha, which is interesting because we don't actually see the Buddha that often in Yokai Watch, and we don't even see how we don't even see like in the anime. I'll get to that in a bit, but let's just say that the comedy is funny, but however, when it comes to like with the humor and stuff, there was like this one yokai that makes Nate has a nosebleed and blood coming out of his nose. Then there was also the blood scenes that there are blood coming out when they fight, and there's also those fight scenes when it comes to gargoyles and like they face gargoyles or yokai like in the games. But to me, like they missed out a lot from the games, including the anime. Okay, let's just all right, like so the games had a lot of side quests, yokai, including characters that would have been good when they're in like if they announced all of them in the manga, but that never happened. They just cut it out with like 24 volumes. It ended last year, and we haven't heard much about Yokai Watch since because the franchise is being on pause by level 5 due to them like examining it carefully to see what they could do. Either it could be a game, anime, or manga. To me, personally, it should be a manga because the games have shown so many events, yokai characters, and mythology, including historical events that should have been in the manga, but they never add any of that. Even in the anime, they add some characters that were never in the games, but they should actually add those characters in yokai into the manga. Because the manga could have been a long running series like with Pokemon Adventures, but they decided to cut it short. Even though that that we all heard that the Yokai Watch manga was getting revived, or should I say revival, we're all thinking that it's going to be a side chapter, a new chapter, or a one shot, or the chapter that shows us the aftermath of what happened in Yokai Watch Volume 24, and and etc. But to me, honestly, it should be a remake because the Yokai Watch remake should actually be like add some of the bosses that were never shown in the manga. The add yokai, including powerful ones that were never shown in the manga. Characters and also those who see yokai never got a chance to shine in the manga or the anime, which could make sense for the Yokai Watch manga that become popular. And speaking of which, like if this does get a manga remake, I would definitely go read it because it would be interesting to have like multiple arcs like Rumba, One Piece, like Rama, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball, and other anime. So, so I would definitely go read it. But anyway, anyway, hold on. The artist who made the art for the Yokai Watch manga has like probably have put it on pause or something, but probably my dog Jax or brother Jax, dog and brother Jax, like he's sleeping over there. So anyway, let's just say that the author and the artist who made the art for Yokai Watch manga had like somehow been working on our series, but that series ended with a few chapters of only one volume. So we could like this. So we could like to speculate that the Yokai Watch manga could get a remake, or if the author of the Yokai Watch wants to give his work to some other artist, or he just wants to continue writing the manga, which I agree. And it would be interesting to see the manga follow the games, including the anime, including some characters and groups that I like so much from the anime, like with Blues Arena in the fire group. Like I want to call them the fire group with the I forgot the names. I know some of them. There's Swelltum, Bloodfront or something. The pig guy and also the fire dog boy. I like those guys when they come connected with Blues Arena, including including the classic yokai, because the mermaid one is one of my favorite classic yokai, and I don't even know why they didn't even give her more character. And I like it with her and the Kappa guy, like the dude guy. Like I like it with those two. When they should add more scenes with those two. Like I like those. But anyway, so let's and what the second thing we also want is the anime. Like we all know that the actors who play in the anime and the guy who voiced the summoning voice, like summoning charming, like he like I know he like they did hire him to play a part for the Yokai Watch series before it was all wear down. But I would definitely like it if his voice they used him again for his voice for the summonings. But to me, honestly, like the reason why the manga and the anime didn't continue, including the games, like him and the last thing we want is 3 that the Yokai Watch 4 get localization into the West. And I know there are fan translations for Yokai Watch Shadow Side and Yokai Watch Y Academy and Yokai Watch 4 and other Yokai Watch games that were never localized. So it would make sense that if these these like manga, including the anime, does get localized again, I will definitely go watch it because I like Pokemon, because I love anime and manga, and most likely I love both Pokemon and Yokai Watch. I mean, these two should actually have a crossover episode. Like it will be interesting to have a crossover like anime movie, because some people are calling Yokai Watch the Pokemon Killer, but if this movie does have a crossover with between the two franchises, it will actually get people to stop calling Yokai Watch the Pokemon Killer and have Yokai and Pokemon teaming up. Like it would be interesting to see how Nate reacts with Ash. Like, it would be interesting to see that, and how their mythologies coexist into one format. So, so the toy sales are the real issue because Level 5 have been dealing with the toy sales, but to me, there probably won't be any more toy sales anymore, but instead because they knew that fans who had them no longer had them, but instead what really would bring fans and new audiences into Yokai Watch is figurines. Like we get, Lo-Fi, you guys should actually make cool anime figurines of your Yokai Watch characters. Like if you can make the medals of their different art styles of these yokai, you could actually make them into figurines. Like cool figurines like with One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball, Sword Art Online, and other anime. Like with Ghost Worker Bakami, Hell Teacher Nube, Pretty Cure, and Pokemon, and hold on, let's see, and Demon Slayer. Because that will be really interesting because if you do sell some of that, it will really bring audience to enjoy the series. And uh, and that's what I wanted to say. And and I know that we've been waiting for years for Yokai Watch to return to the West, but maybe we could get it in 2026 and or 2027 because I really would to me I would really want to see the Yokai Watch manga get a remake, like and to follow the games and the anime because I would really love to enjoy that. So I don't know how to end the videos, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell, get notified for new videos, and I'll see you all in the next video. This is Iron Angel.